What's up YouTube, welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and today as you can see we are back on NBA 2K21 current gen for another build guide video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to build the best two-way sharpshooter in NBA 2K21 current gen. This is a super good all-around build, obviously with an emphasis on shooting and defense, but it also has really good playmaking, really good finishing. So it is a super good all-around two-way guard build, and I'm gonna show you how to build it right here. But before we get into that, I just want to mention really quickly, if y'all haven't subbed to my channel yet, make sure you click that subscribe button. Only about 2% of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to my channel, so if you click that sub button right now, you can join the 2% gang. Really appreciate it, helps out a lot. But with all that being said, without any further ado, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so on this screen nothing really matters too much. The only thing that's important is you want your position to be a point guard. You could also make this a shooting guard, but it's not quite as good. It's almost the same, but not quite as good. So point guard is the position you want to be for this build. The hand, jersey number, name, none of that matters obviously. You can set that up however you want, then just go ahead and click continue. Now for the skill breakdown right here for this build, you want to go down to the green and red perfectly balanced one, which is this one right here. You want to make sure that you take this one and not the one with a little bit more red, which is the bottom one. This is not the one you want to take for sure. This is way worse. You do want to take this one, perfectly balanced between green and red. Go ahead and say yes. Boom. Now for the physicals profile, you want to take this top one right here, pure speed. This is the best one for basically every single guard build, and this build is no different. Pure speed, pure purple. The top one, this is the one you want to go ahead and take for the physicals, just like that. Boom. And now for the attribute and badge distribution for this build, first off for the finishing right here, you just want to go ahead and upgrade your close shot up to a 68, which will be high enough for that. Don't worry about that. You'll be more than good enough at close shot for that. You'll have no problem shooting close shots, and then you can max out your driving layup and your driving dunk just like that, and that's all you're going to do for the finishing. You only have one finishing badge, but honestly that'll be good enough. You'll be able to dunk, not super good, but you will be able to dunk, and you'll also be able to finish at the rim with layups pretty consistently, so you'll be a good finisher right there. Obviously the focus for this build is shooting and defense, but you will be a good finisher with this build as well, since these are decent finishing attributes. So just set that up like that, then go down to the shooting right here. For shooting, you want to max out your mid-range, three-pointer, free throw, and then put your post fade up right here to a 58, which gives you 18 shooting badges, and that will be more than enough. You'll be able to shoot super consistently. Your shooting is actually going to go up, your attributes I mean, and with those badges you're going to be super consistent. I will show you the best badges at the end of the video to put on for this build, so you know exactly which badges you're going to need for this build to be able to shoot as good as possible. But trust me, that shooting will be more than enough right there, so just set it up like that. Then you can go down to the playmaking. For the playmaking, you just want to bring your pass accuracy and your ball handle both up to max. If you bring anything down even one, you lose a playmaking badge, so you don't want to do that. You just want to max out both of these. Gives you 10 playmaking badges, which is good enough for playmaking. Again, I'll show you how to put on the badges at the end, but that will be good enough. For sure, you could run the point guard or primary ball handler on your team, either in the park, the rec, wherever you're playing. You'll be able to run the primary ball handler, so just set it up just like that with these maxed out. Then you go down to the defense right here. For the defense, first off, for perimeter defense, you want to max this out to an 85. Then you want to max out your steal, or sorry, your lateral quickness, your steal, and then you also want to max out your block and your defensive rebound just like that. There's no point in upgrading offensive rebound since this is a mostly outside build. If you shoot, you're probably going to be shooting from the outside, and there won't be a chance for you to get the offensive rebound anyways. And if your teammates shoot, you'll probably be on the outside when they shoot anyways, so you won't be able to get the rebound. So there's no point in upgrading offensive rebound, pretty much a useless stat. So instead, you're going to go up to interior defense and put the rest into that, which gives 21 defense badges. So you're going to be a super good lockdown with this build, and most lockdowns in this game really can't even shoot. So the fact that you can be a lockdown and shoot makes this build one of the best in the entire game. So you're going to be good just like this. Just go ahead and say yes. Now for the body shape, this doesn't really matter. You can choose whichever one you want. It won't affect the build in any way. It doesn't change the attributes. It doesn't change the badges. All it does is change how the build looks. So you can really pick whichever one you like the look of the best. For me, I'll probably just take defined. But again, choose whichever one you want. It doesn't affect the build in any way. Then for the height right here, you do want to bring this up all the way to 6'5". You can see this brings up your driving dunk by 1, which is cool. Brings your ball handle down by 2, which isn't a big deal. Steal down by 1, and again, not a big deal. And your block and both of your rebounds up a little bit. Again, not really a big deal. What you gain most from bringing up your height like this is obviously height. You're going to be taller than other guards, and you really don't lose anything too important by bringing up your height like this. So why not do it? It's definitely worth it. Bring your height up to 6'5", then go ahead and say yes. Now for the weight right here, you do want to bring this down quite a bit, all the way to 178 pounds right here. This brings your speed all the way up to an 89, your acceleration all the way up to an 88. And remember, once you get into the Gatorade facility, you'll be able to get +4 on both of those, so you'll have a 93 speed 92 acceleration, and also once you get above 95 overall, that'll get even higher. So you're going to be super fast, super athletic with this build, and you really lose like basically nothing else. Interior defense and post moves, that's it, and those really don't matter. So just set up your weight just like this at 178 and you will be good. Boom. Now for the wingspan right here, I think the best way to set this up is to bring it down 2 so that you get +1 on both of your shooting, and your defense also loses +1 or -1, sorry, which is really probably the best spot to be, because you don't want to raise it any and lose shooting, because it's going to be way too hard to shoot at that point when you have a 76, 77 3-pointer. But if you have an 81, you should be good to shoot consistently, especially once you get all your badges. So just set it up just like this, 79.7. I think this is the best. You could even bring it lower if you want to. Maybe you want to bring it down to like right here, 78.8. This would be good also. 85 mid-range, 82 3-pointer, and it doesn't move your perimeter defense or your lateral down anymore. So either 78.8 or 79.7. These are the two best to set it up right here. I'm going to set it up at 79.7, but you could set it up at 78.8 as well. Then just go ahead and say yes. Now for the takeover right here, personal preference, really just depends on your playstyle. It doesn't really matter which one you take. You can choose whichever one you want because they are all good. I mean, I don't really recommend the Playmaker. You could if you want to take ankles, but I mean, this isn't really the build for doing that. You could make so many other builds if you want to be taking ankles, so I don't recommend that one. Shot Creator, you could take that one if you want. Sharpshooter, that's a good one, and so is the Lockdown, but I'm going to take the Lockdown one right here since this is a good two-way build. Go ahead and say yes, but again, really just personal preference for that. And as you can see right here, boom, two-way Sharpshooter, shades of Kirk Heinrich, Steph Curry, and Drew Holiday. And yeah, I don't know about those comparisons, but this is a really good build. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a quick second and show you how to put on the badges for this build. I recommend you stick around for this. It'll only take a second or two, and it will help you set up the best badge setup for this build. But these are the final attributes right here. If you want to pause the video and look at this, you can. Then just go ahead and say yes. First off, for the finishing badge right here, you have a couple options. I recommend putting it into either consistent finisher or slithery finisher. I'm going to put it into slithery just like that. But this one honestly could really go wherever you want. It doesn't really matter too much. Then just go ahead and say yes. Now for the shooting badges right here, first off, you're going to want to go ahead and get catch and shoot onto silver, corner specialist onto gold, deadeye onto gold, then hot zone hunter and range extender both all the way up to Hall of Fame. And then with these last two badges right here, I recommend putting volume shooter also onto silver just like that. And this is going to be the best way to set up the shooting badges. You'll have no problem shooting with these badges at all. You'll be a super consistent shooter from everywhere on the court. So just set them up just like this. Go ahead and say yes. Now for the playmaking badges right here, first off, you're going to want to go ahead and get unpluckable all the way up to gold. Then you're going to want to get quick first step onto gold, handles for days onto gold, and with your last badge right here, you could either put it into dimer or floor general. Basically, those are the best two. So for me, I'm going to put it into dimer, but you could put it into floor general as well. And another badge you could even put it into would be needle threader, but for me, dimer is the perfect badge to get onto bronze to go along with these three most important gold badges right here. Then just go ahead and say yes, boom. Now for the defense badges right here, you're going to want to go ahead and get clamps all the way up to Hall of Fame, intimidator, same thing, all the way up to Hall of Fame, chase down artist just onto bronze, interceptor all the way up to gold, pick dodger onto silver just like that, and then you can get pickpocket also onto Hall of Fame, and then heart crusher just onto silver just like that. And with your last badge, you can go ahead and put this in a few different spots. You can put it into rebound chaser, rim protector, tireless defender. Those are all really good ones. I'm going to put it into tireless defender onto bronze just like that. And this is going to be the best way to set up the defense badges. You're going to have no problem guarding any build, any position, any basically play style, anything. You'll be able to fight through screens. You'll be able to guard ISO, everything. You're going to be a super good lockdown defender with this build. So just set up the defense just like this. Go ahead and say yes. And there you guys go. That's how you build the best two-way sharpshooter in NBA 2K21 next, or current gen, sorry. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Like I said, only 2% of people who watch my videos are actually subbed to my channel. So if you click that subscribe button right now, you can join the 2% gang. Really appreciate it. Helps out a lot. And also I stream on Twitch and my second YouTube channel. Make sure you go follow me over there. The links to those will be in the description below. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Alright, peace.